just going to be asking you some questions. Feel free to answer how you like, but you do have to make a choice. Okay, there we go. Let me just remove some of these papers. Before we start. Okay. I know it's really bad for the book binding, but I really like the sound. Okay. Pickles or peanut butter? Good choice. Okay. Would you rather have spicy ice cream or sweet hot sauce? Makes sense. Makes sense. Would you rather eat a raw whole onion or an entire lemon? Respect. Okay. Would you rather never eat pizza again or never eat chocolate again? Okay. Thank you for that answer. Would you rather slurp soup forever or chew yogurt forever? So it's either slurping soup your entire life, anytime you eat soup, or it is chewing your yogurt every time you eat yogurt, even if there's nothing in that. Wise decision. Thank you. Would you rather only eat food that's blue or only drink liquids that are green? Only blue food or green liquids? Yeah, at some point you have to wonder, like, what kind of blue foods are there and what kind of green liquids are there, and, like, which ones are better. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. Would you have a breakfast at midnight or dinner at 6 a.m.? So dinner for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? Okay. Live off condiments only or live off of canned goods? Yeah, I mean, if you ask me personally, I'm not that much of a fan of canned goods, but some of them are good, yeah, good. Would you rather have hot sauce in your coffee or ketchup in your cereal? Yeah. I'm trying to stay neutral here. I'm Switzerland, so I'm not gonna give you an answer, but, answer what feels right for you. Yeah. I mean, if you need some time to think about it, it's fine. Hot sauce in your coffee or ketchup in your cereal? Okay. Took some time, but yeah. Oh, you're wondering what I'm gonna do with the notes I'm taking? Yeah. I'm keeping them forever in my bedside table, so I can think of you anytime I look at them. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have? Oh, I like this one because I've thought about this and I don't know which one I would choose. Would you rather have garlic breath all day, every day for the rest of your life? So, like, your breath smells like garlic each and every day. Or would you rather have your whole body smelling of onions also each and every day? Yeah. Or would you rather speak in riddles that no one can really understand unless they take the time to think about them? Yeah, so it's like either you're speaking like basically like in code that people have to like, think about and like decipher, or everything you say rhymes all the time, but it has to rhyme. Like that's the deal breaker. Okay. Thank you. Would you rather be chased by a swarm of bees or a goose who's holding a grudge against you? Bees are kind of cute. Geese can be less cute, especially when they're holding a grudge against you. Okay. Would you rather forget your own name every day, or would you rather that everyone else forgets your name? Would you rather be a sock or be a shoelace? I have thought about this, yes. I'm not going to tell you my answer. Interesting. Would you rather hear people's thoughts or have your own thoughts be broadcasted every day out loud? It's like it's either you can read or like hear everyone's thoughts all the time when you're near them, or everyone else gets to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I know, it takes some consideration, but Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck, so like a really big duck, or fight 100 tiny duck-sized horses? So it's either one big-ass duck that's the size of a horse, or 100 tiny horses that are the sizes of ducks. I mean, between me and you, I think, I know who would win. Yeah, not me, definitely not me. Would you rather always whisper or always yell? Would you rather randomly hiccup every 5 minutes of your life or sneeze twice a day, but extremely loud and extremely violently? Yeah, so it's like random hiccups every 5 minutes. So it's just like every 5 minutes you start hiccuping. Or an extremely loud and violent, like sneeze, but it's only twice a day. But you don't know when it's gonna come. What do I mean with violent? Maybe you like hit someone in the process because you're just like, it's not always like very beneficial, I think, if you're in like a serious meeting or something. Yeah. Yours to think about, but also the random hiccups every 5 minutes would also fucking suck. Because it's every 5 minutes, You got your answer. Okay. You're brave. Okay. Would you rather be able to teleport, but only into bathrooms? Or fly, but only a couple centimeters from the ground? Yeah, so it's teleporting, but you can only teleport into bathrooms. And I mean, you can walk out of the bathroom afterwards, obviously, but you can only appear in bathrooms. Or you could fly, like you would have that ability, but it's only a couple like centimeters off the ground, so it's nothing groundbreaking. Yeah. Okay. Good thinking. Okay. Would you rather swap noses with a parrot or swap ears with a bat? Like a parrot has like a beak, Yeah, bat dress like it's the 80s? Or would you always want to dress like a medieval knight? And the last one was, okay. Would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the funniest? Okay. I'm not judging. Would you rather have a face that changes every day or a voice that mimics other people randomly at any time during the day? Okay. Would you rather that everyone thinks you're lying or thinks you're asleep? Okay. Would you rather be a human lie detector or be invisible for 1 hour every day? Human lie detector, invisible for 1 hour every day. Okay. Would you always want to look slightly wet, or would you want to constantly smell like cinnamon? Okay, valid again. Would you rather only talk in the third person or only talk using song lyrics? Okay, good choice. Thank you. Would you rather be stuck in your 5-year-old mindset, so like as a child, or would you rather be stuck in your 85-year-old mindset? So be wise, be young, in your mind. Okay. I can see that, yeah. And last question of this category. Would you rather switch personalities with your pets or with your favorite celebrity? This obviously would only apply if you have a pet. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Next category. I kind of divided these things into like categories. This is kind of like the travel lifestyle bit. Okay. Would you rather sleep in a treehouse or a hammock over a cliff? Yes, one is more extreme than the other. Yes, I know. Thank you. Would you always want to travel barefoot or always want to wear clown shoes? It's not very convenient. Neither of them. No, I know. Okay. Would you rather wanna stay on vacation in a haunted castle or in a functional UFO with aliens? So, haunted castle, UFO vacation, alien vacation, whatever. No, I don't know if the aliens or the ghosts are evil. I don't know. Okay. Would you rather live in a world of Legos or in a world made of candy? Okay. Would you rather have a pet dragon or a teleporting cat? Okay. Would you rather go back in time to your high school days or skip forward 10 years in your life currently? Okay. Understood. Would you rather only ever go east or only ever travel west? What are a submarine or live in a blimp? Blimp. You know, like those like sky things. Like, yeah. So, submarine or a blimp, where would you live? Okay. Would you rather be stuck in a time loop or in a dream that you couldn't control? So it's either always the same thing or always something out of your control and different. Okay. And last question of this category. Would you rather have all your belongings floating in the air, or all of your belongings glowing all of the time, like some sort of like radioactive, like, Alright, time for the next category, pop culture and media. Would you rather be in a musical or in a horror movie? Yeah, I can see that with you, definitely. Would you rather fight zombies or fight aliens? Me too, I think. Would you rather be a sidekick or a misunderstood villain? So, sidekick, misunderstood villain. Okay. Alright. Would you rather live in a cartoon or live in a video game? Cartoon or video game? Cartoon or video game? Thank you. Would you rather only speak in movie quotes or only in internet slang? So like, be chronically online or only speak in movie quotes? Yeah, it's kind of like, do you want to study film or do you want to study social sciences? Sorry. Would you rather have your life narrated by David Attenborough, or Scarlett Johansson? David Attenborough, ScarJo. David Attenborough, ScarJo. That rhymes. Okay. Would you rather win a game show or would you want to star in a soap opera? Okay. Would you rather only watch movies from the 1950s or only watch movies from the 2050s, if there were still any movies around by then? Yeah. Cult classics or possible future cult classics. I know it's tough. Okay. Would you rather be famous for doing something dumb or be unknown but absolutely a genius? Like brilliant. Okay. Next category. Would you rather paint with your feet or write with spaghetti? Interesting. Would you rather make art that smells or music that people could taste? Would you rather that everything you touch turns glittery or everything you touch turns sticky? So it's either glitter on everything you touch or it's all sticky. Now technically it wouldn't be sticky before you touch it, but everything you have touched will become sticky. Yes. Okay, good to know. constantly hum? Or constantly tap on things? Okay. Would you rather be colorblind or tone deaf? Would you rather have dreams in subtitles or only in interpretative dances? Yeah. Would you rather be allergic to paper or ink? Paper or ink? Paper or ink? Okay. Would you rather be made of jello or marshmallows? Would you rather only communicate through charades or only communicate through interpretative dances? Would you rather grow a tail or extra eyebrows? I don't know where the extra eyebrows would go. I just know that you would grow extra eyebrows. So, tail or eyebrows? Yeah, okay. Would you rather wake up in a different body once a week or age backwards at random moments in your life? Yeah. Okay. Would you rather constantly levitate a little bit above the ground or have pockets that never end? Alright. Would you rather sweat glitter or cry in confetti? Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button in life? Would you rather be followed by a theme song or a laughing track? Okay. Would everyone rather hear you auto-tuned? So anytime you speak, it's like, yeah. Or would you rather that everyone else hears you in slow motion? Okay, good choice. Would you rather that time freezes when you yawn or that time freezes when you are burping? That's a very personal question. That's different for everyone. Yeah. Good to know. Okay. We're down to the last 30 questions. Would you rather speak to animals or understand plants? Yeah. What would be more beneficial to society? Kidding. Alright, thank you. Would you rather be a squirrel or a raccoon for a day? Yeah, I think me too. Would you rather have octopus arms or kangaroo legs? So it's either this or I'm not gonna kick the air. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Would you rather ride a giant snail or fly on a squirrel glider? You know, like those squirrels that have like those wings and they like fly through the air. Like it's either would you want to ride one of those or ride a giant snail? Okay, makes sense. Would you rather be followed by a dramatic raccoon all day or by a sarcastic parrot? Yes, it does make me think of Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Rocket the Raccoon. Would you rather only eat bird food or eat anything that your cat brings back to you? Oh, yeah, very, very good way of thinking. Would you rather always smell just a little bit of wet dog or just a little bit of cat poop? Would you rather sleep like a bat or eat like a horse? Yeah, nervous? Or would you rather purr when you are content or happy? Would you rather communicate only with bees or with wolves? Okay, next category. This is kind of like the existential one. Would you rather know every secret on Earth about the universe, or would you rather tell the truth uncontrollably? Yeah, you have to think, like, what is more bearable, right? Like, knowing everything there is to know, even when no one else is going to believe you, or simply telling the truth about your own thoughts to everyone. It might seem like an easy one at first, but, like, I don't think it is. Anyway, would you rather relive your worst day or forget your best day? Yeah, that one's kind of sad, I know. Would you rather be super lucky or super charming? Would you rather dream in another language than your own, or be another species? Yeah, so like you would be anything else but human, or you would always dream in another language. In your dreams, by the way, that's what I'm trying to say, sorry. Would you rather that your shadow has a mind of its own and can do whatever it wants, or would you rather that your own reflection talks back to you? No, they don't have to be evil, they can just do whatever they want. Your shadow, at least. Okay. Would you rather that everything is always slightly, like, tilted, you know, so it's like slightly off, or that everything is completely symmetrical, like everything is completely, like, you know, and like everything, I'm talking about faces, I'm talking about everything, lines. Okay. Would you rather that your name changes every day, or that you forget how to spell your name every day? Would you rather that everybody knows your search history, or that everybody knows about your dreams, or the dreams you're having? Very wise decision. Would you rather be trapped in a mirror or in a painting? Okay, thank you for that. We are down to the last 10 questions. Would you rather high five everybody you meet all the time and see on the street, or awkward wave to everybody you see or meet all the time? So it's either you own it with confidence and you high five everybody you meet or see, or you're just stuck like awkward waving at everyone you meet or see all the time. You know. Okay. Interesting choice. Anyway, would you rather laugh at every serious possible moment, or cry at every joke ever? Okay. Would you forget faces, or rather forget names forever? I know that the faces thing is actually a health condition. Like, some people actually cannot remember faces. Anyway, no disrespect to them. Okay, would you rather only communicate via memes, or via emojis? Yeah, that's a tough one, I know. Pretty proud of myself for that one. Okay. Would you rather never hear compliments or simply never give them? Yeah, that's an existential one, huh? Okay. Would you rather constantly mishear lyrics in songs or movie quotes? Depends on, like, what is more important to you, I guess. Anyway, would you rather that your sneeze sounds like a scream, or would you rather have it sound like a kazoo, like one of those, like the kazoo kid? Anyone remember that guy? Yeah. So anytime you sneeze, it'd be like, you know, or scream. Okay, thank you. Would you rather be popular with strangers or deeply otherwise, never. So only when a commercial is on, you're allowed to talk. Or would you rather only be allowed to talk while someone else is talking? Okay. Last question. Would you rather be remembered for your weird handshakes or for your unforgettable farts?